Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. This is Jonas Braska. We are getting ready for the main event. This is Fulham. This is hmm, Liverpool. God, feels weird saying that. But we're just doing a quick audio check before we get started. This is Jonas Braska. We are getting ready for the main event. This is Fulham. This is Liverpool. God, feels weird saying that. But nonetheless, just doing a quick audio check before we get started. And right now, everything seems loud and clear. Trying to make sure everything pops up. Okay. Okay, that was just something I was okay. There's going to be a 15-minute medical emergency at due to something that's happened at Craven Cottage. So the stream will not quite start yet. So I'm going to um, put this on a pause this timer and reset it. And I will be back in 15 minutes because I'm not sure what's going on. If I do hear any more information, I will pass it on. Once again, this is Jonas Brasco. This is Up the Fulham, and we are having a slight delay due to a medical emergency. Thank you very much. All right, I apologize for anyone who has come expecting to see Fulham and Liverpool. This is up. This is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. To make a long story short, we are currently in a medical delay at Craven Cottage. More info has not been given at this time. I am currently going online taking looks to see. So if I can, again, just be patient. That would be once I have more info to share, I will definitely share it. I assure you, because I am, yeah, and that's the thing. Well, from what I'm looking at online so far, it's still just the medical delay. So, and in the meantime, they are showing, well, where I was watching it from, they have switched to Tottenham and Sunderland. But yes, they have it listed the Fulham Liverpool kickoff at 10:15. So, and of course, as all things, we are definitely hoping that whether it's a fan or a player, that they are perfect, that they are going to be okay, and that the medical teams will address the situation in a timely manner. Once again, this is Jonas Brasco. I, apologize for the delay. That is just what's currently happening at this time. And once again, this is Up the Fulham. I will be right back. All right. There is still the delay. I'm still not hearing anything from the cottage, but we're still going to go ahead and get to the coverage. And this is Jonas Brasco. I want to thank everyone again. Oh, someone else was in the chat. No Berg or Kev. Oh, yes, definitely. Yes, no Berg, no Kevin. I know some people are definitely happy about that. Oh, that would be me. And my, yeah, that would be me and my blind freaking camera. Sorry, the news kind of, everything happened with the news that kind of just really, really threw me off this morning. But hopefully everyone is having a good one. This is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. And here's what we've basically there's been a 15-minute delay at Craven Cottage due to a medical emergency. We have not been privy to what that emergency is, and kickoff has been set for 10:10. Sorry, not 10:10, but 10:15. Um, the people that I am apparently they are going to bonus coverage of Tottenham and Sunderland, which definitely good for those that people want to actually watch. Guess what? We beat them both. This is me. But I do know Manchester United fans are frustrated with a 1-1 draw at Leeds. But Leeds ain't at Leeds have had an unbeaten run that people keep forgetting. I'm not saying that they're going to be challenging at the table or anything, but Leeds is in 16th at 22 points. They're 9 points off. But it seems like there were definitely some surprises there were some surprises in the early games. In fact, of course, Brighton beating Burnley, no surprise. The West Ham. Okay, I never want to say that a team is done, but 3-0 to Wolves. I don't know exactly. I know how you recover from that. The question is, can you recover from that? And so, believe me, if you are a oh, that did not seem. I was not. That was not something I wanted to wake up and I was gonna see. That I was gonna wake up and I was gonna see. I was gonna see something like that happening. But I was trying to make some adjustments since that lineup, and you can see it over there. It's interesting seeing the Tom Conley start. I don't, he can't go the full 90 minutes. I'm not saying I want him to. I want him to, but I don't want to be like we're so aggressive for like 60, 70 minutes and then like the last if we do get that 1 or 2 goal lead and then the last 20, 20, 30 odd something minutes of the game is going to be like old Scott Parker park the bus going. I That's not something I want to see these next few minutes. Your team is versus my yes, I know. once this delays over with, it should be interesting to see what exactly is going to happen. Um, but of course, my stream they're still showing that bonus coverage of Tottenham and Sunderland, which I almost didn't recognize Sunderland because they're actually wearing blue kits. But right now, Spurs do have a corner, and actually, Sunderland's main jersey sponsor is the old WW8 that Fulham used to wear quite a bit. But I'm looking forward to this game. I don't have a I did not realize until I was doing a little bit of research that as far as Liverpool in the league, they haven't lost a game. They haven't lost a Premier League game since November. So they've had a nice little impressive run of games as of late. And I know some people were worried like, okay, but Salah's at AFCON. Like, nah, you guys are doing your thing. Nigeria, same thing. Their match their match happens tomorrow. And for anyone out there who's watching, I appreciate it. How are you guys enjoying AFCON so far? All right. That being said, looks like we're about to get started. Mhm. And we finally have kickoff. All right, and thanks for everyone who have been waiting. This is Jonas Brasco. This is Up the Fulham. Our primary thing is Fulham. Our live reactions for Fulham FC games because there's not that many people that do them. Even though I know there's going to be a lot of people live reacting to this one, but either they're neutrals or Liverpool fans. As far as I know, I'm one of the very few that actually do it from the side of Fulham. So I want to thank everyone who is hopping in for this one. As always, Up the Fulham. Good luck, Liverpool. This should be a good game. Again, Fulham did win this 3-2 back in April, but this is a new year. This is a new Fulham. Both of these teams are not healthy. I mean that I think that is the nice way of saying it is that neither team is in great shape in regards to health is concerned. And unfortunately that draw against Palace really didn't help Fulham with Kenny Tete being Kenny Tete and Josh King both being banged out. Sessignon we believe will be back for the Chelsea game midweek. But beyond that, it's gonna be interesting to see. Both teams are limping in. Hopefully, they're not gonna be limping out with another draw. But think considering all things, both teams will be okay with that. But they're saying 37th meeting. Fulham has gotten 8. Liverpool's gotten the rest with a few draws mixed in. But Fulham has won 3 out of their last 5, while of course Liverpool has been unbeaten in their last 5. But once again, both of these teams had draws in their last game. Fulham and Liverpool both drew with Liverpool not scoring against Leeds and Fulham only able to get one past Crystal Palace. But as we saw earlier today, Leeds is okay getting those draws. I don't know why, but they are. But yeah, no one's going to complain about 8 games undefeated. But now we have a throw in from Robinson. As the commentators are like, Fulham gets one scalp a season. This is the weird thing is I don't. By the way it's been described, especially by even some of the Liverpool fans, this is not a scalp. Like if this ends up being another draw, that this would not be a surprise. Like I can't say like this isn't gonna be like Fulham versus Manchester City. I'm not saying expect a lot of goals in this one, but having Tom Carney in there is definitely is gonna make Fulham more attacking, and Sanderberg not being in there means that they should have better ball control. Koenka, I'm hoping he's learned his lesson from the last game and that he will not be flopping on the ground when he gets slapped in the face. Jones. Gapo. Oh, that's good. I mean, okay. That's Liverpool being a little bit aggressive. It's really is like the quality Gapo does get a shot off. I want to say that's it was Anderson, the Anderson who had a great chance to be a hero last week. Just just scuffed the ball in that 1-1 draw. Anderson is definitely not a shooter, so it's going to be interesting to see. Set piece, Gapo. Oof. Words tried to get it blocked out by Fulham. McAllister's they're still tried the cross. Fulham deals with the cross, but it's not out of the woods yet. Again, this is I wouldn't be surprised if this is just pretty much a solely defensive game to start off with. Even though I always try to tell people, those first few minutes, especially in a Fulham game, those first 10, 15 minutes, they definitely tell the story. Smith Rowe tried that. There was no one in the box waiting for him. Jimenez trying to get to it, but Liverpool deals with the danger. And it goes back to Issa Diop, who's getting the start. And, and clearly, one of the things I've always tried to tell is like, what does Fulham need to do? Other than the fact they need to score 2 goals. That's still like for more or less the universal thing of store 2 goals. But the other thing is just to find their way into the box. And if they can get a shot, someone has to come and trail afterwards and try to follow it through. There has to be someone who's coming behind a Fulham player, someone that's coming behind the goalie. Because, Jimenez cannot do it itself. It can't just simply be, all our scoring coming off of set pieces. or scrambles in the box. I mean, or shots outside the box like what Tom Carney did last week. There has to be someone else who can go into the box and make something happen. Sadly, because there's no Josh King, no Ryan Sessegnon, we've only been able to get one penalty this year. Because that's the other thing. It's like you have to have someone that can go in and not necessarily draw a penalty, but to draw pressure enough to free people, to free some people. I do find it interesting. I'm like just looking at the little bit of yes, they're not saying what the medical emergency was, and it looks like oh wow, there's Liverpool people. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about the social media aspect because I already know what the deal with that is. But what I will say is interesting, at least with the Fulham bench, I really haven't gotten much into it, but they are currently we're working with two keepers. Like so we are this is a three keeper bench. This is a three keeper bench, and I don't really know really how I feel about that yet. But Alfie McNally, no, we don't care that you're in the we don't care that you're in the Riverside stand. But I did want to go ahead and say so. Yes, we have. There's a couple of U18, U21s, and this is an interesting bench for Fulham. I still don't know quite what to think of it, but that's what they're going to be working with. No, they're not alarms, but there's nothing. I mean, this does seem like a dig in and they're saying there was an offside there. It's off. No, he's offsides. It's just a really. It's not a good kick. He's offsides, but even with that, you still just gotta just going through and actually kicking it and making the keeper work for it is still showing that sign that there is some sort of warning in there, that there is some there is some danger. But I mean, there's but yes, this has been Liverpool's game so far. Fulham last week went down 1-0 and was able to get a point out of it. But Fulham has only gotten one this year, one win this season from being down 1-0, and that was against Brentford towards the beginning of the year. You gets it. But yeah, Liverpool has pretty much dominated possession. Fulham, I think they're just waiting to see if there can be any type of counterattack, but Liverpool's not giving them the chance. Crowd's trying their best to get him into it. Still, some people say this is a hard watch. I can completely understand that. But we're now in the 16th minute. Man, it's just we're finally and Fulham's finally going to get a corner. It looks like it's going to be Harry Wilson who takes this. You know, one thing that's okay. One thing that is nice about Issa Diop being in here is him and Anderson are. It's going to be a short corner. Lukic gets it in, trying to find Anderson towards the back. Nothing there. Tom Carney tried to kick it in. Liverpool and Fulham, they're scrapping Anthony Robinson, trying to get to it, but Liverpool does still have the ball, but they're able to get back. Anthony Robinson trying to find somewhere to get the ball to. Finds Lukic. I'm sorry, Castagna. Castagna gets it back to Tom Carney. Tom Carney sends it back to Leno. And just like that, the crowd applauds because Fulham does finally have a little bit spell of possession. No, nice break. He's onside. Harry Wilson! Harry Wilson! What? No. 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 Offsides. It was offsides. I don't know about that. Yeah, please stand by. Please stand by. Yeah, please stand by. That was very, very close. That was very, very close. It's a goal. It's a goal. Yeah, he's on. Like I could even see that. But well done. Well done. Man, that was nicely done, Harry Wilson. No, we are in the second game of the second half of the campaign. Sheesh. Just like that. There we go. 1-0. Nicely done, Harry Wilson. There we go. Still, we're not gonna, as always, not gonna go. This ain't going away. But great job. This is a great start for Fulham. No Harry Wilson. I know that someone is happy Harry Wilson finally got his goal. Not the Liverpool fan, but actually I'm sure he's happy too, if nothing else, just because of his fantasy. Lukic, find oh he was trying to find him and as the ball came late to him. Oh, they were just saying the manager from Liverpool, this first time he's ever actually been in a goalless draw. Arnie. But I should go. Craig Paulson is the regular man. Sorry, is the ref at this time. Sorry, I am. Thank you. Hydrate, folks. Still, yeah. Oh man, now they're like, okay, we need something to say. Yes, this is onside. We're gonna send it to Harry Wilson. And I almost you almost can't blame the keeper there. The keeper really did try his best, but yeah, 1-0 Fulham. I don't want this to be the case, but there really hasn't been any fouls. Just some corners and some offsides, and that would have been a really painful offsides. But it's kind of nice to see VAR go on our side. Yeah, but Brentford has gotten one on Everton. That one's 1-0 in the 38th minute. There is a scoreless draw happening between Newcastle and Crystal Palace. They're in the 40th minute. There's no score there. But Tottenham has gotten one on Sunderland in the 41st minute. For those early games, Villa easily beat Forest 3-1. Brighton doing what they had to 2-0 over Burnley. Wolves, West Ham 3-0 there. Bournemouth gave Arsenal a fight 3-2, and Leeds and Man United with that 1-1 draw. There is one game left after that, and that is Man City versus Chelsea. So also I should have shot there. Castagna deals with it, trying to keep it in ball out in, but that is not the case, and it's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool. Kearney, Fulham with a break. See if they can make something with this. Oh, rough slash. There will be their advantages being played. There is a man down. There's a man down. Fulham lets him, lets him get back up. Anthony Robinson tried to get into the box, but Bradley read it, kicked it out. It's going to be a throw in for Fulham. Did a good job of avoiding giving up the corner. And I'm sure that if you're a Liverpool supporter, you were wondering what the heck is going on. But at the same time, it's like don't definitely don't discount Fulham. This is not like this is a mediocre team, not a great team, but this is a Fulham team that is mediocre enough. Yeah, mediocre enough that they can that even without their Nigerian trio, they're still making Liverpool work for this. Kearney. Just having a little bit of possession is good right now. Even if the game is this slow, not really flowy, going on very long past the Anthony Robinson, and yes, there's going to be an offsides on that one. I mean, is there anyone on the Liverpool bench? If you're a Liverpool fan watching this, is there anyone that you want to throw in this situation? Gee, Robinson finds Harry Wilson in the middle. Wilson kicks out to Robinson, but it is dealt with very nicely by Gravenberg, and it's going to be a throw in for Fulham. Now, now getting to the 31st minute. Yeah, we're in the 30th minute. Yeah, Van Dijk's not going to let that happen. And that's the thing. Liverpool is solid in the back. I don't want anyone to. Yeah, they're not. Fulham's not going to just be able to slide that in. Castagna gets back to Leno. Like it, Fulham is okay with just having quite a bit of possession. Sasha Lukic finds Tom Carney. Anthony Robinson back to Wilson. Carney, Sasha Lukic being marked very well. Tom Carney. You're going to hear a lot of Anthony Robinson working from that left side. I mean, because there's no Kenny Tete in the back, Fulham has had to go with a little bit more of an attacking lineup, and now Liverpool had numbers, but they are in the attacking third. Curtis Jones couldn't touch, but it is going to be a corner for Liverpool. I mean, and Timothy Castagna did a great job of marking Jones. Gives up the corner, but it's better a corner than a 1-1 draw, which would definitely make some Liverpool fans happy. Corner dealt with by Castagna. Gappo. Gappo. Oh, that's literally been the only person really attacking. But it's like I think he's on side, honestly, but it just goes right off that right upper corner of the woodwork, and as a result, it's just going to be a goal kick for Fulham. I know Liverpool fans may not be happy, but that was definitely their best opportunity. And I don't think anyone is going to complain about that. But just out of curiosity, for those who are wondering, that is the Liverpool bench at this time. I mean, and now the commentators are just like, Liverpool hasn't found their way into this game. What's happening? What are they going to have to do? And I know there are plenty of people watching other Liverpool streams right now, and I completely understand that. So I want to thank you for taking the time to hop on this one because this is Jonas Brasco. This is Up the Fulham, and this may be a little weird watching because this is not. I'm sure this is not something a lot of Liverpool fans were expecting to see today. With a few of them, actually, with the ones that do normally come to my stream, they usually will tell me this is exactly what they're expecting to see. I mean, Fulham does deal with it, but just barely goes past the middle of the pitch. And they're concerned now, and at least what I'm seeing from the commentators, they're like just there's concern that no one's running behind Gappo. No one's running behind any type of aggressive play or even able to put pressure really for. And Fulham is just kick the ball away. We're now in the 36th minute. Jimenez was trying to run up the middle just to see if they can intercept a pass, but still nothing happening there. Connor Bradley. No, they tried to go over. That wasn't because I think the other thing is that I mean Fulham is just being patient. They're just letting them. It's no clear. No clear threat from Liverpool right now. And I'm sure that there. I mean, I'm sure that there is someone. Hmm. And of course, they're mentioning a little bit about the delay at the beginning. It was a medical delay. We still don't know what the origin of that was. Jones tried to run. Oh, they're gonna say Leno touched it before it went out, so they're gonna give the corner. Okay, they're gonna get a corner. Liverpool's gonna get a corner from this. We're gonna see. Okay, the corner was taken quickly. Leno gets to it. Fulham. Robinson tried to get a little bit fancy. Saw Smith Rowe behind, tracking behind him. Fulham. Liverpool gives the ball back at the Fulham, Anthony Robinson, and Fulham's just going to slow down with it. As always, and I keep saying this, Fulham needs a second goal. And for those who are kind of watching, seeing what's happening down at the bottom of the screen, the weather has been really bad in England, from what I understand, and very cold. So there are quite a few matches that that have been postponed due to the weather today. Issa Diop was trying to. Okay, that was a much. Even though he'd lost the ball, that still was a better run than I've seen with him, Sanderberg. But Liverpool trying to get forward. Bradley has it, and so throw got to it, and then Raul kicks it out. It's gonna be a throw in for heads it out. It's gonna be a throw in for Liverpool. And yes, like you can tell that the Liverpool fans are frustrated, but at the same time, you know, yeah, 41st minute, Liverpool still just. I can see Liverpool making several changes at the start of the second half. But at the same time, I'm since I am a Fulham supporter. I will admit this is the first time I've seen Liverpool play this season. But Liverpool is going to get corner. It's taken quickly. Liverpool. I mean, Fulham was ready. Jimenez knocks it out. It's going to be a throw in for Liverpool. We're now in the 42nd minute. There's only been one goal and a little bit of a VAR. I don't think they're going to be that much of stoppage time because there was of that 15-minute delay. There really hasn't been any fouls or cards or any real major stoppages in play other than the VAR for Harry Wilson's goal. So it may just be a minute or 2 minutes of stoppage, if any, when we come to that point, unless something was to happen in these next few minutes. Fulham definitely playing pretty high, trying to. We're not gonna say go for it straight into the offside trap, but Kekes tried to get it towards the middle. Diop and Anderson deal with it. Van Dyke, they make sure that Van Dyke does not go down in the box, and Fulham's able to get it away to force a Liverpool throw. I don't know if they'd be happy, but Liverpool does have a bit of possession going happening right now. In fact, Liverpool has dominated the possession game here with 62% possession. Yeah, that's it. One shot, one goal. I mean, and that's it. I mean, Liverpool, more possession, more shots, more corners. Ironically enough, both of them, both sides only have one offsides. And we may, no, it's going to be a foul, but we still have not gotten our first card of the game. Again, if you're a Liverpool fan, you were concerned in the very beginning about where it was going to come, where things were going to come from. Okay, are we going to get a card? Shoulder, foul, yes. Card, no. We're hearing some boos from the crowd. There will be 2 minutes of stoppage on this one. Wilson gets out to Castagna. Castagna into the box. Jimenez tried to get to it. Carney, okay. Still nothing, but still the fact. But Fulham is trying their best. This is what I'm liking. When they're trying to be a little bit more aggressive, get right back after it. Diop holds it, but Liverpool's able to get possession back. We're almost done with that first minute. And there's the thing. Fulham had that pace with the attack. Liverpool is just now like we want to have possession for like one last attempt. Gappo tried to find nothing there, and now Fulham trying to go after it again. I think there's going to be a lot of boos from Liverpool fans unless something happens right here at the end of the half, which is Fulhamish time. Cross into the box, it just sails out, and it's going to be a goal kick for Fulham. Pondering got some. I don't know. Okay, sometimes I really don't know what these commentators are trying to say, but the whistle has gone. It is halftime. And just like that, not something that I know people are happy about, but nonetheless, that's where we're at. It's 1-0. Harry Wilson with a laser outside the box. VAR had to confirm it, but Fulham did score it. What makes this even more interesting is the fact that like Liverpool had stats. I mean, I know that's not going to give anyone any type of. I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, it may not give you any type of what am I trying to say? My words are not working yet. Because that was just literally Fulham's second shot during that whole thing. Fulham has committed 4 fouls, Liverpool is two. And Liverpool has dominated the corner game. But yeah, there's nothing more stuff I can say. The keepers haven't had to do much, and this is, for all intents and purposes, like this. No, that's not what I. Sorry, that's not right. Sorry, other way around. I mean, but yeah, 62% possession for Liverpool, 4 shots, fewer fouls, lots of corners. But the tail of the tape is still Fulham 1, Liverpool nil. And just for anyone who was curious on where our next streams are going to be, we will be back on Wednesday, the 7th, for Fulham versus Chelsea. This one will also be at the cottage, and then on the weekend we will have Fulham and Middlesbrough in FA Cup action. But if you're looking at the top with some of these scores around the championship, League One and League Two, there are a lot of delays due to weather. But of course, Wrexham's playing. But I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm more or less just happy that we're going into the half one 1-0 up. I'm sure there are some people who are, and they still haven't said what that medical emergency was. So, but still, I want to thank everyone who has been enjoying the stream so far. I'm going to step away for a moment, get something to drink. Meantime, feel free to watch. If you're watching highlights, watch the highlights. And they're showing the goal on the replay right now. And they're like basically they're saying that Connor Bradley should have done better marking. Like Wilson should not have even gotten to that point. But I do know that there are people who have had Harry Wilson in their fantasy and wondering why he hadn't been able to score. I can honestly say the addition of Tom Carney, giving giving you know able to add some pressure and not force Jimenez to do all the work, has definitely helped. And it allowed Jimenez to get that ball to Harry Wilson, 1-0. Leno Leno hasn't had to make any saves or anything. So if he's in your fantasy, you may not be getting much for it, but still, the defense for Fulham has done their job. Liverpool will just have to see what the second half brings. If they are able to get something going for their side. But I will be back in a few minutes. Once again, this is 1-0 Fulham to Liverpool, and this is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. No changes, and we are on. And just like that, someone is down. One sec. Mm. I don't know exactly what happened there, but they're going to say Jones kind of went down a little bit. Mhm. And Mike check. All right, interesting. They're talking about some of the absentees, but because it doesn't look because from what we got going here, yes, Liverpool has their share of injuries, and just like that, Liverpool nearly tied it up, but another offsides. And like I said, it's Gappo. I mean, it's like literally that seems to be where the only. But yeah, he's. They ain't even a country mile. He was just straight up offsides there. But still, Gappo seems to be the only one who is like can find its way away from the Fulham defense. All right, but Greg Paulson is the ref for this one. Oh, and they're going to say there was a foul, but it'll be a free kick for Liverpool. But for those who are coming in, thanks for joining. This is Fulham 1-0. This 1-0 over Liverpool. We're at the start of the second half. This is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. One of the only live react streams that just focuses primarily on Fulham Football Club matches. And and one thing that the commentators are saying a lot right now is giving Liverpool credit for just how they're coming out in this second half. They actually look like they have a little bit of adrenaline in them, but they're still going to really been working from that half of the pitch, not really trying anything as far as just really going with the ball. While Fulham, on the other hand, they are still always pushing. Harry Wilson, but was too far ahead. Keeper keeper comes out for Liverpool, throws it, but Fulham is just waiting for those motions. While Liverpool, they're trying to go long ball, having someone an extra person in the back like Diop, be able to be more of a figure. And this is Diop getting the start is is a rarity in itself. I'm not complaining, but so far he's done pretty good. As you see, Sunderland and Tottenham still 1-0. It's still this is what most people consider the final fixture of the festive season, and it's why I'm in my festive Fulham wear. And there is going to be foul on Tom Carney. Yeah, and I don't know why I put. Yeah, Tom Kearney was not great there. Not great there. We're not gonna worry about armbands for either team right now. So Volkswagen, it's a free kick, but Dominic is the one that's on this. Nice line for Fulham. It's bated breath. A lifeline for Liverpool. Dominic, and he goes wide. Wide right. The wall was big. He's going right. It just there's no bend. There's no bend. It just straight out, and now it's going to be a goal kick for Fulham. Liverpool trying to be a little bit more pressure. Only one person in the middle. Dominic kicks it back, trying to be a little fancy. Dominic into the box. Fulham just that having to given that pressure on the defense. Solskjaer gives up, gets the corner. Smith Rowe forces it, and now the Liverpool fans are a little bit more vocal. And I will agree, Liverpool is definitely more aggressive in this half versus the 45 we saw in that first half, which I don't know what that was. Corner into the box. It's off the crossbar. McAllister. I don't know if that was a. Okay, we're gonna see. I'm checking this out because it's a. Yeah, that was a header. It just off the crossbar. Corner, kick back out. Liverpool all possession. They're just those crosses straight towards the front of the net. Smith Rowe gets to it, gives it back. Robinson finds Tom Carney. This is one of the reasons he's in there. Diop to Carney. Fulham now just trying to have a little spell of possession here. Koenka gives it to Robinson. Robinson. Fulham now on the run. Smith Rowe towards the middle to Harry Wilson. Wilson's going to pass it back out to Smith Rowe on that left hand side. Looked like Wilson was trying to get Lukic to run behind him for a little bit, but instead they're now going back. Try to go into the box. There is no foul. Wilson looks like he was pushed, but yeah, there's no foul. It's going to be a goal kick for Bradley. Does it looks like he is nudging the head a little bit, but I don't know if it would have been enough for Wilson to go down. But still, a great opportunity right off the top of the woodwork. And that McAllister definitely with Liverpool's best chance of the match. Excuse Excuse me 1 sec. Sorry. Mm. Nope. Don't even call that a foul. Ah, lame. Dominic picks out 1-on-1. Leno gets to it. Fulham just did enough to slow him down. Again, this is not. I said this at the very beginning. This is not gonna be a pretty game. This literally is going to be. You're gonna scrap. And Fulham gives up the ball. Liverpool running into the box. Another offsides for Liverpool. You know that they're knocking at the door. But yeah, they're all off. They're all offsides. That's where I mean that's where defense gets you. When you're just stand by. All right, Liverpool fans, stand by. You may get because we're now all waiting. We're just waiting now. And maybe, just maybe, Liverpool gets a lifeline out of this. And just like that, there's now going to be expect some stoppage after this. It definitely expects some stoppage now. And we're going to make a slight camera adjustment there. It's a little warm, so now I'm going to switch. And just like that, it is a goal. 1-1. I I'm not sure, but it's close. I'm not going to deny that. Okay, they're gonna say Diop was because of Diop. Diop let him be onside. That is very okay. That is very close. That is very close. And you know what? I can't discount that. I can't turn that away. That was a very close call. Liverpool made it happen. Good shot by Words. 1-1. Good get, 1-1 game on. And just like that, the Liverpool fans are finally letting their voices being heard. I really don't again, I what can you say? Oh, sorry. I did not mean to put that ring schedule down, but I am doing this part. There's some momentum, and you can hear them. You can hear that crowd. The question now: can Liverpool quick strike show everyone that, like, this is what champions do? Champions come back. Champions find ways to win. Can Liverpool build off of this, or will Fulham take some take some breathers, regain control? Liverpool is back in it. The Fulham defense is working. And I don't know if we're going to blame Issa Diop on this, but Raul Jimenez gets to it. They're going to blow a whistle on that. Mm. It's offsides. I mean, it's offsides, okay? It's a good shot. I mean, from what it's worth, it's a good shot. And I don't care that you want to put your hand up and say he's offsides. It doesn't, that ball is still going. You got to follow through. You got to finish. Whether it's offsides or not, you need to finish. Liverpool did that. Fulham did not. That's why this game is tied. Gapo, again, he may not have the goal, but he's definitely been Liverpool's man on the pitch, just trying to make something happen. And now Fulham gets into something that we don't like talking about as Fulham fans, dropping points from a leading position. And now on the break, Leno, great job coming out to get to it. The keeper had to come for this because it's, yeah. No, Tom Carney's not going to last that long. It is. We're now in the We're approaching the 65th minute, and this is where substitutions start to happen. But right now, Fulham just having a little bit of spell possession. Sasha Lukic gets it to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe. Anthony Robinson. Robinson to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe. Back out to Robinson. Robinson with the cross. Liverpool deals with it easily. Kicks it out. It's going to be a throw in for Fulham. There's some come on Fulham chants finally from the crowd. Hmm. Jimenez was offside, so to offside or not to offside? That is the question. But that is definitely the story of this match so far. And I don't want to jinx anything, but here's where we're at, where it's Liverpool. This really has been all Liverpool second half. So they'll slide. Cuenca kicks it. It's going to be a goal, a corner. Soboslai is going to take the corner. And now you can hear the crowd with the Liverpool chants. Well, actually, you can't, but I can. And hopefully, for everyone synced up with me, I do appreciate it. This is Jonas Braska with Up the Fulham. Ball goes up. It's dealt with, but still Liverpool maintaining possession. And the attacking third. Kakpo going inside. Capo. Hmm. He hooked it to the outside the net. They're trying to say Leno touched it, but he did not. Like Capo, I don't know how. Okay, I see. Capo was thinking it was a corner because it went off of Cuenca, which should have been. No disagreement there. It should have been a corner, but Fulham does have possession. Anthony Robinson running inside. Robinson was trying to get it back to Smith Rowe. Did not happen. Cuenca back to Anderson to Diop, and for Diop, I think he's going to be. This was his first start, and he did okay. The offsides, I mean, the goal because he was technically onside. That's going to be talked about, but I don't think you can completely blame him for that either. Diep was trying to free up Lukic, but ball goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Liverpool. Since this hasn't really been talked, let's just go ahead and look at both benches. And Chiesa, I keep wanting to say cheese up, but I know it's not. I know that's not how it's pronounced. And as far as Fulham's concerned, Kesey is sorry. Traore, Harrison Reed are really kind of the only things out there. Kevin, I don't see him coming into this game. I think it's okay for him to sit out. Harry Wilson, like Tom Carney. Tom Carney has been pretty quiet as of late, but we are at the 70th minute, so I would expect if anyone's going out, he may be the first one. Lukic into the box, trying to find Raul. Kanane did a good job with jumping with Jimenez to prevent that from happening, but Fulham still maintaining possession. Smith Rowe getting back to Tom Carney, kicks it back to Cuenca. Anderson, Cuenca. Now Fulham's going to reset. Smith Rowe, Anthony Robinson. I'm not really seeing much activity on either bench right now. You can see the tail of the tape, and Robinson is he thinks he was fouled, but it's not. But that is foul, and Harry Wilson is going to draw the first card of the game. That is going to be a yellow on Harry Wilson. I mean, it's a foul. There's nothing. It's a foul. It's a card. It was unneeded. You see, Brentford is 3-1 up on Everton. We really haven't been talking about any other games because this one did get a little bit more interesting. Sunderland is also drew their game against Tottenham, and that one's in the 86th minute. Newcastle's gone 2 up on Crystal Palace in the 84th. And the late game, of course, is Man City and Chelsea, which will be less than an hour from now. Anthony Robinson with the takeaway. Carney finds Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson shoots. And Harry Wilson sails. Oh, no, there was a touch. It's a corner. Yep, there's a touch. Yeah, it's Jones. Yeah, it's Jones who touches that. It's going to be a corner. Wilson, Lukic in the corner. This is only Fulham's second corner of the match, mind you. You have Diop. You have Diop. Cross. Wilson. It's dealt with by Liverpool. Gets back out. Wilson. Wilson going into the box. And Anthony. No, okay. I was about to say. Jimenez tried to get way too fancy, going nowhere. And I think we may be getting ready for our first sub of the game. And Tom Kearney, Sanderberg is coming in, and Kevin is coming in. Yes, you have been, Tom Kearney. No one's going to take that away. And the subs have come in. And they're saying, Kevin, what a great birthday present it would be for Kevin to actually get his first goal or get his first assist. Get a first something. Well, outside of his first yellow card, he's already gotten that. And Kowenka has given up the corner. Nicely done by Kowenka. Kowenka has done a great job of marking. Kevin trying to put some additional pressure. I think Silva has basically said, Kate, okay, you want your opportunity, you're just gonna have to play more defense. You're gonna have to be more aggressive. And that's what he's coming out here and doing. But Szoboszlai gets it out. Liverpool working that left side, trying to get back towards center. Ball sales. Castagna gets it to the outside, and looks like Liverpool's going to make their substitution. And of course, Florian Wirtz with that goal. Very tight goal. Frimpong is going to come in for him. But Frimpong comes in, and just like that, the sorting is there. We're now at the 77th minute. It is 1-all, both Liverpool and Fulham. Some of the early games should be ending about now. Anthony Robinson finds Jimenez. Jimenez. Harry Wilson. Oh, whoa, no, no. The missed chances. The missed chances. Great job. Wilson gets to it and it just doesn't dip far enough. And Virgil van Dijk did exactly what you do. You kick it over. You clear the danger. And oh man, Sasha Lukic with the corner was looking for that near post. Kevin gets it back out. Finds Harry Wilson into the box. Man, the confidence is great, but man, oh my gosh. Only only that guy from City has done better. 9 Premier League goals he's been a part of. Harry Wilson. Great job by Kevin. No, that was not Kevin. About to say. That's Anthony Robinson. That's Anthony Robinson. Jimenez. And that's going to be a throw in for Fulham. Liverpool gets the ball out and now Anthony Robinson. Go do some long throws. Sanderberger. Robinson. Finds Kevin. And of course, he can't. We'll never know. We'll never know if he was on target or not because he hit Harry Wilson. The crowd finally saying some "Come on, Fulham" stuff. We're in the 80th minute, folks. We're in the 80th minute. It is still 1-up. Fulham 1, Liverpool. I mean, this is one of those things where I keep hating to say this. It's like, hey, how do you win? How does Fulham beat Liverpool? Score 2 goals. But what else? Like score 2 goals, and this is where we're talking about why we're watching that window and why we tried to get Ricardo Pepe. It's like we got to find a way to score 2 goals. It's just not there yet. Cross and just sails. It just sails. Brentford has now scored 4 on Everton, but Everton is able did just score 1. Look like it's going to be yeah. It was Fierro Barry got 1 for Everton, so it is 4-2 Brentford. Yeah, so all the Liverpool fans out there that actually support that other team for Liverpool, that's what's happening there. Very engaging indeed. The crowds are not actually. I don't know what the crowd are thinking right now. Liverpool fans, if you are in the chat, how are you doing? I'm not sure this is making you nervous or not, but as a Fulham fan, I'm used to this. Fulham now just like we're gonna have maintain possession. It's like we were aggressive enough to get that first goal. Robinson's able to get the throw in. It goes off a Frimpong out of bounds, and just yeah, we're Fulham's gonna kill time now. Fulham is just gonna kill time now, and that's gonna be a throw in for Liverpool. And it's been indicated Silva's got a couple more people on the bench. I know he brought in some U21s. Wonder if they're gonna make some debuts or if we're gonna see Kisei Asari or Traore, who was not left for West Ham yet. Gapo. Anderson did a great job kicking that away. Anderson now has that captain armband once again. And is yeah, Traore and Kisei Asari are coming in. Kisei Asari, come on, you can do it. But Harry Wilson, so the goal scorer and the assists. So let's go ahead and make those substitutions for both Kisei Asari and yeah, everyone's doing the subs, which is expected. That just means that we're hopefully that we're going to come to a very very interesting ending. Doug Mackey song. Well, Curtis Jones. And just like that, 86th minute, subs have been changed. Slowly, I've been noticing people come in, come out. Just seeing how you're doing, because this is Castagna with that interesting run. Traore gets it back to Lukic. Diop, Anderson, and they're letting people know because there was a delay and people were wondering about some college basketball. Going to that's airing online instead of the network that I'm currently watching this on. Traore, he got it in, was trying to force the corner. Kevin gets it back to Robinson. Anthony Robinson was trying to find someone in the box, and there isn't any. Cuenca heads it back to Leno, and Fulham will reset. If you're Fulham, you're trying to win this. Not saying I wouldn't. Not saying a draw would be bad, but I think everyone knows they felt they could win this game. I've felt that Fulham can win this game. Anthony Robinson trying to find Kevin. Kevin late, but it is going to be a throw in for Fulham still. With Kevin, Kisei Sare, Traore, and Sanderberg, Fulham only has one substitution left. Up. Okay. Keeps it in. Robinson is able to keep it in. That was kind of errant. Robinson with the cross into the box. Yeah. They're trying to question if there was a push or anything. Oh, no, there's no handball. There's no handball. There is no handball. Even I can say that. But it is going to be a throw in for Fulham. Yeah, Anthony Robinson has been very crossed into the box. Kevin's able to get to it. Two people are marking, and of course, Kevin gives the ball away. But Kevin's able to get it back, and Liverpool gets it back. There's some early indications. I will address it if it is the case, but we do believe there will be 8 minutes of stoppage. Still, Liverpool tried that long ball, didn't happen, but they still maintain possession. Both teams, okay, scrapping. Offsides, and it will be 7 minutes of stoppage, folks. Sunderland Tottenham have ended in a 1-1 draw. Oak Robinson was trying to get to it. Being aggressive, but they're going to call the foul. Robinson, back away. Back away. Back away. Please back away. And they're saying that Sasha Lukic looks like it's going to get replaced by Harrison Reed Traore. Rushing, he's held. There's going to be a free kick for Fulham, which is good. Not just the free kick being good, but this also does give a chance to get Sasha Lukic off the pitch. And with Harrison Reed coming in, this will be Fulham's final change of the game. And that will be it for Fulham. What you see on the screen is what you get for the remainder of the match. All right, Diop finds Anthony Robinson. Kevin's in the middle. Can Fulham find a way to the net? Pass easily intercepted. Goes off of Kevin. It's going to be a throw in for Liverpool. For Punk, great job, but Fulham does get getting the ball back. It was shot straight towards Diop. Oh, not Diop. I keep sorry. Kisei sorry. It's rare because I don't get to see Kisei sorry in that much. But it's been two great kicks, two VR decisions that were overturned for both offsides. Is how we have these goals. Harry Wilson and Wirtz. Liverpool trying to passing it around the outside. Cross into the box, and it's 2-1. Cody Gapco. Gapo. Oh, gosh. And he's going to get his yellow ticket too, but that's going to be worth it. When I say that's how winners do it. When I said Fulham is a mediocre team, this is why I said it. And he's on side. He's on side, and it literally is Gapco did the one thing that Liverpool was supposed to. You run behind. You keep going. No, it's the knee. Castagna gets beat. Castagna gets well deserved. I know the Liverpool fans are going to be happy with this one. But I said from the very beginning, Gappo was the only one who looked like he was ready to score this season. That he was ready, that he was going to take this game, and he did. And for Fulham, if they lose this, if they lose this game, and Gapco's just off the pitch, we're good. He came in, he did what he had to do. And when I say Fulham dropping points from winning, they do that. Joseph Gomez is coming in for Cody Gakpo. Liverpool trying to get something. One more thing. Harrison Reed! Harrison Reed! Harrison Reed! Harrison Reed! Harrison Reed! Harrison! Bro! It is two! Two! Take that. Take Yes! Clip that. I'm sorry. I lost my headphones on that. Clip that. Outside the box, perfect curl, top right corner, keeper was burnt. First goal since April 15th, 2023. They that I gotta see. They're still going. They're still going. That's You don't give up. I was starting to give up. I'm not even gonna say I expected that. But thank you. Thank you, freaking Harrison Reed. Like that's gonna make some highlight reels. There's nothing. Oh man. It's like let's go for it. Let's go for it. Liverpool. They may get one more shot at this. One more shot at this. Joe Gomez into Robinson. Yeah. We're still going. I mean, it's a slow burn, but what can you say? Wow. I haven't found my glasses yet. My glasses are like somewhere on the floor right now. But man, if you're not watching, I'm sorry. The whistle is off. Wow. Yeah, they're trying to kick like like yeah, go to Peacock. This one unfortunately is over. This one's over. Go over to Peacock, but whew, the 90 has been played. The 90 has been played, and I am whew, I need to catch my breath for a second. There are going to be some there are definitely going to be some angry people. But I'm going to yeah, I'm going to make that happen. Wow. Wow. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. Just it's been a while since I've seen. I mean, the Man City game, the 5-4 Man City game was crazy. But this right here was so much better. Better not just because we didn't lose this game. For all intensive purposes, Liverpool was definitely the better team in the second half. But two great goals by Harry Wilson and Harrison Reed gives us definitely one of the best points you're going to see all year. In this tale of this mediocre Fulham team. This is now we have a 5-game unbeaten streak. We haven't lost at home at 2. We haven't lost on the road in 4. I mean, so now this is it's going to be yeah, that's all I can say. Wow, what a draw. I know there are probably if you are I mean Liverpool fans can be, hey, you're 9 games unbeaten. Because I'm sure some of those reactions are, oh my gosh, does it work? It works. It works. I got my stream thing going the way it's supposed to. It works the way it's supposed to. Oh, wow. I am so sorry. That was just so much happened in that moment. Mhm. So much happened. I still haven't fully gotten my thoughts together. I wish I did not have something to do afterwards because this delay, unfortunately, the 15-minute delay, and I'm really hoping everything turned out okay with that person. But that 15-minute delay really kind of threw off my schedule. But you know, what a draw! What a draw. I don't I don't even know what else to say. And I'm trying to now think it's like which is the better strike? Harry Wilson's for the lead or Harrison Reed's for the draw. I think with the Harrison Reed strike, it's just that it came out of nowhere and the fan reactions are going to be ridiculous. The fan reactions are going to be ridiculous for that one. But mm, I am so sorry. I can barely see because no matter what anyone says, it's like how can you keep cheering for this team? And it's like it's moments like that. But they didn't win. No, they didn't win. But they didn't give up either. It's like you bring someone in. And it's like okay, we're just gonna see if we can make something happen. You get this like Gakpo definitely. I'm not gonna lie. Is probably gonna get man of the match. And well, and if that's the case, it's definitely well deserved. He was on the pitch. He was going. He really was. Okay, they're not gonna. Okay, so I'm looking at FOP They're giving it to Harry Wilson, but Gapco definitely was the best person on the pitch for Liverpool, and Wirtz right behind with a 7-6. And Harrison Reed, yeah, he's not going to get rated for this one, but an amazing effort overall. Tom Carney 7-2. Anthony Robinson 7-8. Anthony Robinson was. I am so glad to have him back. I am so glad to have him back. And if there's anyone in the chat, please let me know. This was did not see this. Well, clearly Liverpool didn't see this coming. Clearly the goalie didn't see it coming, but yeah, that. Oh my gosh, I couldn't. Please, if anyone is there, they want to say something. This is the time. I actually got my whole feature chat thing working so I can let it pop up, but I think my thing was how to beat Liverpool. Liverpool must score goals and Berg don't let Berg go into attacking third. That was yeah. That was just crazy. That was just there's no other way to say it. That was that was. I really thought we had Fulhamish that I really thought we had Fulhamish that game. I really thought with Gakpo's goal, you know, 94th minute, just like there we go. We we blew 2 points, or we instead 2 points. We lost 3 points from leading position again, and then just the next to last person you would expect to score because the last person is still Kevin. The last person is still Kevin, but no, I thought Warts. I agree. Wirtz's goal was close and and I honestly thought Diop was offsides. I mean, I thought Diop had put Wirtz in an offside position, but it was very close. And I've learned as a Fulham fan, you can't expect VAR to always go with you. Even in that very last before Gopko scored, Robinson with that possible handball in the box. I didn't think that was going to I didn't think that was going to happen, but yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, but no, thanks. Hey, no doubt. I'm. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you guys. And hopefully you guys are with me on Wednesday. Wednesday. Like, if you think this was crazy, think about what's going to be like if we beat Chelsea at home. But man, I gotta get some lozenges. I gotta get some lozenges in my thing. I do. I'm definitely gonna do a click. I'm definitely gonna do one for that that Harrison Reed. Not to mention, I'm hoping I make a good enough clip that I'm gonna find my way onto one of those fan react sites or fan reaction pages. But good gosh, Harrison Reed, that was needed. That was love. That's all I can say there. It's almost 12:30 my time. Hopefully the medical issue that did happen at the beginning of the game that has been dealt with, and whoever that was, that person's okay. We will be back once again on the. Sorry, clear some things off. Because yeah, we'll be back for the Chelsea game, and then next Saturday we'll see what we can do, what Fulham can do against Middlesbrough and the FA Cup. Follow that. It'll be Leeds, and then that's gonna be it. Unfortunately, the game on the 24th, I won't be able to take care of that one due to a previous engagement, but nonetheless, what a game! What a game! Fulham would not die, would not give up. 2-2. So many things happened. It could have went either way. The fans were great from both sides. Liverpool, give your team a hand. They did not give up by any means. Fulham, you know what it's like to be a Fulham fan. You know exactly what it's like to be a Fulham fan. So, but still alive. Still alive. This is Joe Sprasco. Thanks again. Final score: Fulham 2, Liverpool 2. Up the Fulham. Another point. Actually, before I go, it looks like I got maybe another minute. Fulham stays. Sorry, Liverpool still fourth in the table. They're now 3 points ahead of Manchester United, but 7 points behind Manchester City. Fulham, on the other hand, they are at 11th with Everton's loss. They're still on same points, but with a -2 goal differential. While Brighton, on the other hand, has a +3 goal differential, courtesy of their win over Burnley. Depending on what happens in the Chelsea game, it's Man City. We could be in that game can be easily turned to a 6 pointer. And look at that, Chelsea's in sixth place right now. But not saying their actually their goal differential is really nice at 11. I mean, Man City is one of those teams that could probably score 11 goals on them, but I doubt that would happen. Oh well, one can dream. Thanks again for everyone hopping in. Once again, up the Fulham. What a wonderful, wonderful game. It maybe not ended the way we wanted it to, but I don't think anyone's going to argue with those results. Harry Wilson gets it going in the 17th. First thought was offsides, but VAR said otherwise. Then Wirtz gets one back for Liverpool. Start of the second half, same thing. That was offsides. It was ruled otherwise. It's 1-1. We look like we're going towards a 1-1 draw. Then Cody Gakpo, sorry, Gakpo still gets it in the 90th, 4th minute. Liverpool thinking they're getting all 3 points, but all of a sudden the late sub Harrison Reed comes in outside the box, rockets toward that right top corner, and just like that, it's a 2-2 draw to end this game. Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Thank you for enjoying it with me this game. I'm gonna put a stat up. Hopefully, you guys will come back for it later.